Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 31 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. As you can see, I'm starting off today by recharging some of the stuff I used up while I was in the Nether. I'm also going to take a quick trip back to the Nether, but I'm probably not going to film that, because all I want to do is get a few more blaze rods off those blazes down there. So I'll be going and doing that pretty early on. Probably a couple other things, and then once I've got all the resources I need, I'll get started building on stuff. So rest assured, you won't be missing anything too exciting while I go and hunt for some blazes. If I do find something really cool, I'll be sure to show you. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and got myself a few more blaze rods, courtesy of the Nether. That was very cool. And I'm going to grab a few of these guys, just a bit, and I'm going to start building some cool stuff with them. I'm also going to need, I believe, some obsidian. I need some ender pearls. I wonder how many I have of those. Ender pearls. Not a whole ton, do I? Better work on getting some of those guys. And I'm going to need some chests as well, which I'll be able to craft with my wood. Alright, I think that's good. Why don't I get cracking on building a new item. It's from a mod I recently spotlighted, so if you didn't check out the mod spotlight, you're about to see it now. Alright, so let's get crafting on these neat new items, but it's raining out and that's annoying me. So I'm just going to shoot this little vulcanite amulet up into the sky, and it should cancel the rain. Hooray! No more rain. No more rain, no more issues. Let's get cracking, shall we? I know that a philosopher's stone with 2 bones gets me an ender pearl. Sweet. Exactly what I want. And there's another ender pearl. Perfect. Then I'm going to get some wood. Oh boy, I don't even have wood on me. I must have stored it in here. There it is. Hooray. I think I left my remote orderer in there too, just in case I need it. Alright, I'm going to need a pair of chests. There we go. Yeah, no. There we go, 2 chests. And I'm also going to need these 2 ender pearls on the bottom. I'm going to need 2 pieces of wool on the top, some blaze rods in the corner, and some obsidian on the sides. And that's going to get me this new item called an ender chest. A very cool little toy. Now, what's an ender chest do? In case you didn't see my mod spotlight, like 2 days ago, it's a neat little item that if you just place one down, you can color code it. So right now I'm going to leave it with the default color code of white, white, white. And I'll lay another chest down with the same color code. And whatever goes into one chest, let's say a piece of obsidian, is instantly available in the other chest. So it's pretty much 2 chests that store in a same inventory. And you can color them by grabbing some dye. Do I have any on me? No, of course not. Why would I have dye on me? So let's go into our miscellaneous junk here. I'm sure I have some dye. There we go. I've got a ton of red, yellow, and green. Let's grab some of that stuff. And I'm just going to match the color code on here. So if I change it using, I've got most yellow. Let's do that. I can just click on one of these guys. So now if it's white, white, yellow, and place my obsidian in, it's no longer sharing an inventory. So the color codes on the top of the chest need to match. And you can change them by just clicking on there. Now that they're matching again, you'll see that the obsidian is in both chests, and both chests open at the same time to indicate, hey, these guys share an inventory. So that's cool. Let's stick with the white, 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 and the white, white, yellow. I think that's a good thing to start off with. So let's pick these guys up. And I'm going to set up, remember 2 or 3 days ago, I guess it was, where I set up this system in here so that it was separate from my main system? And a couple people posted saying, Direwolf, you're going backwards now. What's going on? Why would you set that up? Well, number 1, I didn't like how these items were flowing all over the place. Number 2, I want to make sure that I can set up a system whereby I can request items and have a supplier at the same time. My supplier system problem is that I can't have a supplier and a provider pipe within the same system trying to supply items and then provide the same items, because it won't simply, supply the copper or cables out of this chest. It'll kind of feed itself and it won't properly work. So what we need to do to resolve this, I think, is probably use these new ender chests. So let's set up a system like so. I'm going to grab my buildcraft stuff. I've got some basic logistics pipes. That's a good thing. I believe I have some glowstone on me. Yeah, I do. Hooray. And I'm going to grab some lapis. There we go. Perfect. Let's head on into this room. And the first item I'm going to craft here will be a supplier pipe. Right? Yeah, supplier logistics pipe. Perfect. And I basically want to place down a chest in the corner over here, I think. So let's see. I can tap into this little system. I think right like this, actually. I should probably grab a few more pipes. I'm going to go grab some smooth stone ones, which I forgot to get a moment ago. Do I have any in here by chance? No. I think I dumped them into my miscellaneous. There we go. Smooth stone transport. Perfect. Let's go back. And I'm going to hook up this supplier pipe. Why not? Right here. That looks like a good spot. Right? So, give me my pipes back. Supplier pipe goes there, and I'll place down my ender chest with, again, the code of white, white, yellow. Why not? I could really make it whatever I want. You know, doesn't matter for now. There's a ton of different codes we can use. White, white, yellow seems easy enough. And let's get out our wrench. I've got one in here somewhere. Wrench. There you are. And I'm going to say that I want to keep a good stack or two of redstone pretty much at all times. So let's see, can I get myself a full stack of redstone here? Sure. Just save me some clicks. 2 stacks of redstone, and why not, 2 stacks of glowstone. So let's see, the redstone should get requested any moment here. Hey, there it goes. Redstone's filling up the chest. Very nice. And let's get that supplier pipe here, and also do glowstone. I'll do just 2 stacks for now. So I'll be back in a moment once I've clicked through this. Also, by the way, guys, Logistics Pipes 0.1.6 is out, and it fixes a bug which allows you to shift-click into the inventory here. So that's a nice bug to have fixed, and at some point I'll be upgrading, but I don't have it installed just yet. So I'll be right back. There we go. Perfect. And I'm also going to grab, I don't care, a stack of Mobius. Why not? And I'll go ahead and open this guy up and say, always keep a stack of Mobius in there too. Just 1 stack should be good. There we go. Place all this stuff back in here. And what it should be doing is fulfilling the request from the supplier pipe to keep a good amount of glowstone dust and redstone in there. Thank you very much. I like it. Now, of course, I'm using a good amount of Mobius fuel. I might need to get another collector going at some point, or maybe even move this relay and put a collector next to it. I don't know. But I need to start ramping up my Mobius fuel production. It's not low by any stretch, but, you know. And there goes all the Mobius fuel that I requested. Keep a stack in there at all times. Nice. Alright, let's cover up this system. And I'm going to go over on this side of the room. Dun dun dun. And let's find a good spot to drop this guy. What was this again? That's a provider pipe. Perfect. So we can provide out of this system. I could place it right here, but I don't know if I like the way that'll look. Let me think for just a minute on exactly where I want to place this new little chest I've got. Alright, I think I want to place him right here in the corner. So let's go ahead and place our guy in there with some glowstone. That makes a provider pipe for us. And of course, because I have an intersection here, I need to break this guy and place a basic logistics pipe. So, might have made our logistics network a little bit cranky for a moment there, but not a huge deal. Go ahead and place our stone transport pipe. Now this will have to be the provider right here. Cool. So, got the provider pipe, and I'm going to allow the provider to provide pretty much anything to our system. And now I'm going to place down the ender chest with the exact same layout, white, white, yellow. And if we look now, we have an ender chest that provides redstone, glowstone, and Mobius. And let's say I grabbed my requester tool. Where is it at? There it is. And I said, hey, I would like, I don't know, some glowstone. Where is my glowstone in here? Oh, I've got tons in my chests. How about Mobius fuel? Do I have any laying around there? Yeah, I've got 64 of them. So I'm going to request 12, please. That's going to pull right out of here. Ta-da! And because the system on the other side of the room is connected through this ender chest, it'll automatically refill. Beautiful. So we've now set up a system whereby we can supply a chest and request from it using provider pipes, and the systems are not connected anymore. So it's pretty neat. Not bad at all. Now, I don't think I'm going to do the same thing here, although I probably could, but I don't think so. I think for now, we're in good shape. I'm going to leave it as is. Next up, I want to do some changes to my little sorting system that I have going on here, but in order to do that, I want to get a couple more ender chests and have them involved as well, and I'm short on blaze rods. So I'm going to make another run to the nether, start killing some blazes, and I'll be back shortly. So just to show you guys, I know this is probably not the most ideal little farm I've set up ever in my life, but I just kind of put some covers around this little farm, or this little blaze spawner that I got, and this will keep the blazes inside this room as I kill them. Ha ha ha. So no more escaping my little room that I've built here. This will keep my blazes in check. Not too bad. So this is pretty much how I'm farming them. I'm sure I could do something a little bit more automatic and industrial crafty or something like that. Get some kind of automatic killing system, and you know what? I probably will at some point. For now, however, I'm going to stick with this. Of course, an important aspect here is that I actually block them from getting out of the room. But don't worry. I'm going to farm them up for a few minutes here and get myself some more blaze rods. Just need a few more. Oh yeah, and I do know about the sentry guns in the portal mod. I might set them up. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do to farm these guys just yet, but rest assured I'll think of something. Alright, so I got some ideas on some changes I want to make in this room. Nothing too drastic, don't worry about that, but minor changes nonetheless. So let's turn off this little switch here. I might even want to turn off my quarry, because I'm going to be moving around some of the pipes and everything that I have going on there. So I'm going to turn off my quarry and even my forestry right now. Let those guys just chill out for a few minutes. Save me some fuel. Now, let's build ourselves a couple more of those nifty little ender chests. I'm going to need those guys, and I need a couple more bones, and, you know, why not? I'll grab some cactus green. That's probably what I'll use to color these guys. And I'm going to need, obviously, some more wood. That should be enough. And, yeah, I'm sure I forgot something as usual, but oh well. So I'll place this guy in here with this, and I got myself a pair of ender pearls. And I'm going to need some wood. There we go. These guys here. Oh, right, wool. Ha! Told you I forgot something. You guys are used to that by now, aren't you? Alright, wool chests, obsidian, ender pearls, ender chests. Cool. Now there is one other thing you can do here. If you do something like that, it'll change it to a triple green ender chest. So triple white becomes triple green, or of course you can do any colors you want down there. So let's say I wanted to do something like, I'll pull in these guys. Alright, I'll make these chests be yellow, yellow, green. Why not? So now I've got an ender chest with yellow, yellow, green on the bottom, on the top there. So there we go, yellow, yellow, green. Same chest, same colors, yada yada. That's really nice if you want to do something really nifty with automatic crafting tables or something along those lines. So a neat feature there, to be sure. Now, let's clean up my inventory a little bit here, because I don't really need quite all this junk laying around at the moment. That should be good. Alright, let's get to building, shall we? First off, what do we got here? A nice looking sorting machine? Okay. I might need another retriever. I think I'm going to go get one, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright guys, so I'm gathering the requirements here for that retriever that I was telling you I was going to be using. So I'm making some minor changes to that system that I've got back in the other room there. First off, let's build for ourselves using a red doped wafer, some gold here, and some cobble. We need that filter. Thank you very much. And I'm going to upgrade that because the filter is the tier 1 version of the item. I need to get myself a couple of ender pearls, I believe. Thank you. And, oh boy, let's see if I can remember this recipe here. No, I cannot. It's ender pearls on the side, leather on top, and brass above it. Okay. Ender pearls on the side, leather on top, brass. Blue alloy ingots and iron down there. There we go, a retriever. Sweet. Now let's go get ourselves some red power tubing. I believe I should have some in here. If not, I have the brass, which is required to make it. Okay, no problem. All the pneumatic tubes that I need. Perfect. Alright, no more items coming in. Bit of a nighttime out there, so let's sleep through the night. Don't want to be messing around with creepers out and about. So what am I going to be doing today? I want to adjust this system a little bit. First off, I don't like how frequently these things are ticking along, so I want to adjust those so that they don't have to tick quite so often and quite so fast. I think that might be causing a little bit of lag in my world. I'm starting to get to the point where I have so much automation and so much stuff going on that you can see there's like constantly chunk updates going on up here. And there's just a lot of work going on. My computer is not lagging yet, but I'm trying to, minimize the lag by adjusting that frequency. So first, let's see here. And yeah, I know. I could use something that's not... Okay, there we go. That's cool. Hey, neat. Found some uranium down there. Perfect. Alright, let's leave that chest where it is for now. Maybe, perhaps not, probably not, definitely not. Alright. Let's place an ender chest here. That should be cool. And remember, that has the yellow, yellow, green, so that's different from the white, white, yellow. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this chest like so. And I might need to move some things around, so let's see, what do we got going on here? Oh yeah, and I'm knocking stuff off. Oh well, I'll live. Let's get this guy cleaned up. And maybe I just want to let this guy pull out of here, so let's do this. Oh boy. Gonna be a minute. Alright, all cleaned up. Perfect. So switch this guy off again. Gonna knock these things off here. Not a big deal. Not even sure why that's open, but no worries. Now let's see, I want to place, right here is probably as good a spot as any, a retriever, I'm thinking. Let's see, let me think for a minute on exactly how I want this laid out. Alright, here's what I decided. First off, I'm going to place down my item and power and normal cobblestone teleport pipe right here on frequency 1 with receiving true. That way, all the stuff that comes from my quarry is going to land in here. And I'll also seal up this wall because I don't have to do quite as much work as I thought. I was considering a couple different approaches, to be honest with you, but this is the one that I finally decided upon. So let's see, and I know I dropped some blue alloy wires. Hey, all fixed, hooray. I'm going to need a few more of those probably. Red power, blue alloy wires, thank you. So I'm going to hang on to my ender chest for a minute. Let's get my retriever laid down with some pneumatic tubing. Should be cool. Now I'm going to place my retriever like so. And I probably need to get out my screwdriver. Where is it? There we go. Perfect. And now I'm adjusting pretty much my sorting machine, going from a sorting machine that pulls items out of a chest to an inline sorting machine. So I can place this guy like so. And I'm going to leave the retriever completely empty. Why am I doing that, you might ask? Well, I want the retriever to pull in any item that it can. Not a bad idea. And let's just lay that guy like so, and that should start powering up my retriever. Plenty of juice. Ta-da! So, all the power in the world in my battery box here, not a problem. Battery box is supplying this guy with plenty of power, along with all the other machines I've got in my system. So now, let's knock off this thing. Don't need it there anymore, at all. So that's cool. Got that out of there. Hey, that's not what should be in my number 5 slot. Where's my cobble at? There we go, much better. Alright, so I'm going to need to do the timer thing on this thing here, and that'll pull things out of my ender chest. And then they'll just be pulled right out and sorted. And I probably don't even need a retriever here. I was planning to do this with a couple different other inventories, but that might come later. So for now I'm using the retriever. If I was only doing this on the one inventory, I think I could have used the filter. Is that right? Yep, I could have used a filter and attached it directly to the chest, but keep in mind I might want to expand the system later and have this retriever pulling from some other inventories in the future. So that's why I went with the retriever. So for now, I can just cover up this little wall here. Everything looks nice. I can get rid of this thing here. Don't need him anymore. Cover up this wall. And let's give this system a try. Now, there's a couple other changes I want to make here. This guy's only able to pull items out one at a time, because I have these dusts in here. But pretty much anything that gets macerated should eventually get turned into an induction furnace and made into a bar. There's really nothing that's going to pipe through this system that shouldn't be cooked, so I don't need anything in my retrievers anymore. Oh boy, inventory issues as usual. How'd I get 2 Philosopher's Stones? I don't even know how I did that. So, get the lever out of there. I'll hang on to this timer for now, because I will need him eventually. But let's go ahead and clear out the rest of this retriever's inventory. Cool. Now, also, the retriever, because it doesn't have anything in it, will pull an entire stack of items out of the rotary macerator. So, you know, let's say I had, I don't know, 22 copper in there. Nah, that's not going to work. Never mind, I won't demonstrate it. But anyway, it'll pull an entire stack out now instead of an individual item because the retriever doesn't have anything in it. As a result of that, I can increase this interval. Let's make it like once every 2 seconds it ticks. I think that might help with lag a little bit. So, a little bit better there, right? And I'm going to do the same thing with this guy, and I'm also going to do the same thing with the guy under the floor here. If I can remember where it is. Hey, there it is. Nice. Now, was that a cover that I just knocked off there? No, it was just a normal item. So let's make this guy also, because remember, I took items out of the retriever, so this doesn't have to be ticking quite so fast. So let's again make it once every 2 seconds. So that will pull items a lot slower. So let's do a little example here. If we had, I don't know, let's grab some sand. Okay, 32 pieces of sand. Now this is only going to pulse once every, I could even bump it up a couple more. Let's make it every 3 seconds. Again, it doesn't need to be super duper quick. I'll throw my sand in there, it'll start cooking, and you'll notice that the entire stack at a time disappears. So it's pulling giant chunks of sand out and glass instead of pulling, you know, one item at a time. So a little less lag inducing, a little bit more efficient. I could even bump that up to 5 seconds if I really wanted to, but, you know, hey, let's do it. Nice round number, 5 seconds, perfect. A little bit slower, but not a big deal, because it'll cook up all the stuff and just pull out an entire chunk. And that's what I'm going to do right here with the retriever. I'm going to kind of do the same thing. But I might even want to take this one step further. Why don't I do that? Alright, already changed my mind. Don't want to do that. I was going to maybe hook up this timer to a wireless transmitter and have the wireless transmitter do a wireless receiver and activate all these blocks. But I decided, you know what, I might want to adjust the timing later on in the future, so what the heck. If I place this guy here, make the interval 5 seconds as well, and we want to reorient him so he's facing the right block. There we go. Beautiful. 5 seconds. He'll pull any items out of this chest and throw it into the sorting system for me. So let's do that right now. Let's grab, I don't know, 2 pieces of dirt. It should put both pieces out at the same time. There it goes. And that dirt will get sorted accordingly. So you can see I've probably helped my FPS a little bit here, and if not, it's just made things a little bit more efficient. Now you might be saying, why did I use an ender chest? Well, good question, my friends. Let's throw down our other ender chests, which I'm going to pretty much keep in my inventory at all times. Let's say I'm out in the field and mining, and oh boy, look at me, what a mess of an inventory I have. Let's just throw some items in there. I've got some, I don't know, copper that I don't need to hang on to. Let's get this redstone out of my inventory. Hey look, items are already being pulled out of it. Look at that. It's going to pull a stack at a time every 5 seconds. And what's it going to do? It's going to sort it, obviously. Perfect. And all those items should eventually wind up in my miscellaneous materials down here once it goes through the sorting system. There it goes, copper. And I think I threw redstone in as well, and that probably went where it belongs. Redstone should have landed over here in the rare stuff. There it was. Beautiful. So everything did pretty much what I wanted it to do. So we can go ahead and put our copper where it actually belongs, along with the brass. That sounds good. And I'm going to rearrange my inventory, clean stuff up a little bit, but I like that system. And now, once I'm done emptying my inventory, I can just take this ender chest and break it up. Let's go turn our quarry back on, as well as our nice little system of wood. And it should start pulling items into the teleporter. There we go, quarry's running and grabbing some junk for me. So I might need to adjust this to not be every 5 seconds. This one might need to be a little bit faster, but for now it's cool. And you'll note that it's going to pull items in pretty quickly. And it might not sort quite as fast as it was before, so maybe we want to, this guy can be every 2 seconds, but these guys will leave every 5, because, we're not going to be getting quite as many things in there. This will have a bunch of different items, so we'll want to make sure that they all sort pretty quickly. So instead of pulling individual items through, it's going to pull an entire stack. Not bad. And let's watch this iron go through. Just make sure to bump that up in the line there. And the iron should make its way over to the macerator, where all 4 will be cooked and macerated. And then that entire stack of 8 will be pulled out by the retriever. There goes all 8 of them, and dumped into our induction furnace, where all 8 will be cooked up, and the entire stack again will be pulled out by that machine every 5 seconds. So like I said, maybe a little bit neater way of doing things. And because I'm using these ender chests, I can do it anywhere in the field. Perfect. And just doing a little testing here, I've been watching this ender chest for a few minutes as cobble continues to pump in. The quarry's pretty much moving a little bit faster than this. I've already bumped it down to a second. Let's bump it down to 0.8 seconds. I want to see at what point I can grab items faster than the quarry can pump them in. I might have to go every half a second on this guy, which is not the end of the world. Not quite the way I wanted to do it, but oh well. It's all good. Alright, let's do a little bit more maintenance on our house here, and we're going to feature a new piece of an old mod. Well, maybe not a terribly old mod, but it's definitely a new piece of a mod that I haven't done or shown anyone yet, though it is out there and ready to be used by the public at large. I'm going to grab my electric wrench here, and I'm going to make a new machine which was just added to the mod Advanced Machines. And in order to do this, I'm going to have to collect my solar panels. So I'm just collecting what I got out here. I don't know exactly how many I have. Of course, a good number of them look like I'm being pretty unlucky and turning into the dreaded generators, but that's not a big deal. I can, solve that pretty quickly. And I'm knocking off some stuff here. Alright, I think I got everything. What do I got? I had, I guess, 10 solar panels going on up there. That's fine. I'll stick with the 8 that I got. I'm going to pop down into my room. I'm going to grab, what do I need? Some batteries. So let's see. I'm going to need some of this, and I'm going to need some batteries. I'm going to need 2 of you. I should probably do an automatic crafting table for batteries, but that's cool. Maybe at some point. Alright, what do I got here? Philosopher's Stone. Let's go with 3 batteries. There we go. And let's see if I can remember this recipe off the top of my head. 3 batteries across the line here, plus a copper cable, yields a bat box. Is that what I wanted? No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I was pretty close on that recipe. It's copper along the middle there. Oh well, I'll use that bat box somewhere, I'm sure. There we go, and some cables. There we go, an LV transformer. And a new item in the Advanced Machines mod, if you take an LV transformer and take 8 solar panels around the edges, we've got a new item that looks just like a solar panel. It's called the Low Voltage Solar Array. Let's go hook this guy up upstairs. And I should probably grab my EU reader just to show you guys what this thing's doing. So one of the other things that can sometimes cause lag is a huge solar array. And I didn't have a terribly large one, but what the heck, I had a decent sized guy. So let's place down our, what'd I do there? I don't know, something bad. Maybe I was just putting it on the side. Oh yeah, they were tin cables. That's a problem, isn't it? Yep. So let's grab some fiber optics. So basically the low voltage solar array is producing at the moment, will it tell me? Nothing, because it has nowhere to go. It will produce 8 energy units per tick, the power of 8 solar panels. Of course, I can't use low voltage cable anymore as a result of the fact that, yeah, that's not going to work. So let's go ahead and grab from our industrial craft line some glass fiber cables. I can probably squeeze this to a decent size. Let's see if I can do it. I think I can. Oh yeah, definitely can. Probably just put this guy right like that, and my electric wrench will help me move this thing. And let's place him down. Where'd he go? There he is. Right on the roof, like so. Neat. A lot more compact. Now, of course, it did require me to build a low voltage transformer. Not a big deal. But it compacted those 8 solar panels down to 1 block. So now I'm producing 8 energy units per tick, the same amount that 8 solar panels would be producing for me, but it's within 1 block. And I should go ahead and show you, let's see, where's my solar panels? There they are. You can take 8 solar panels around a low voltage transformer to get a low voltage solar array. But you can also take 8 low voltage solar arrays producing 8 energy units per tick each around a medium voltage transformer, and you'll get a medium voltage solar array. That'll give you 64 energy units per tick. Quite a lot. And of course, if you really wanted to go crazy, you could take 8 MV solar panels around a high voltage transformer, and you'd get a high voltage solar array, which, if I remember correctly, produces 512 energy units per tick. Massive amounts of energy there. Of course, your 8 MV solar panels are going to, in the end, cost you 512 solar panels, so all you're really doing is compressing them down to a smaller size. It's not like you're getting a lot more than you would otherwise, but that's pretty awesome in my opinion, because no longer do I have to build these giant complicated solar panel arrays. Of course they look a little bit nice, but I think it looks nicer just having the one in my roof. Don't you? Definitely. So I'm going to go and do the same thing over here. These guys had about 20 of them, didn't they? So let's grab our wrench. And of course I'm going to lose a little bit, but that's the price you pay for being compact and having to move your items around. For those of you who, I think I mentioned this in the past, but if I didn't, every machine, or almost every machine in industrial craft, has a chance of not returning to you once you knock it off using the wrench. Of course, if you don't use the wrench, you'll definitely lose the machine, but, you know, pretty much Ablaka has said he doesn't want these things moving around all the time. So, he wants to give you a small disincentive for moving them and switching things around. I think that's fine with me. I don't mind. So let's see, how'd I make out? I got down to, wow, perfect, 16 solar panels, exactly what I wanted to have in the end, because I'm going to need 2 more of those solar arrays. So of course, because these things produce 8 energy units per tick, instead of the usual 1, tin wires is not going to work for me anymore. So let's see. Alright, cool. I am probably going to need to go with a, yeah, I'll probably have to go with some fiber optic cables here. Not a big deal. Let's grab ourselves a couple of diamonds, some silver ingots. Alright, so diamonds, silver. Perfect. Plenty of fiber cables there. Now I'm going to need 2 more. So let's grab 6 copper. And this will be 2 sets of solar arrays, right? LV transformer. There we go. 2 low voltage solar arrays. Perfect. Now I can just run over here, build up a nice line. No. And of course, solar arrays only work during the daytime, so being it's getting to be night, I might need to go sleep real quick, but not a big deal. So let's do something like this, with this here and this there. Perfect. Low voltage solar array, low voltage solar array. Of course, no sun means that it's nighttime and we need to go sleep through the night. So I'm going to go do that real quick. So you can see, a lot nicer, a little bit more compact. I definitely like this addition to the mod, and it really gives you the opportunity. If you want to go crazy with solar arrays, you could have 512 energy units per tick out of one block. Of course, it's extremely expensive, but hey, if you want to go crazy, go for it. 16 energy units per tick coming on in. Thank you, gentlemen. And I've got these two generators here. Why don't I grab my... I don't think I need these generators here anymore, do I? Probably not. There we go. So I'll hang on to those. There's 8 of them now. Not bad. I might do something with this in Mobius fuel in the future. So why don't I go dump that into my chest for industrial craft. Perfect. And I think this is a good wrapping up point, I'm sorry to say, guys. Probably coming up to about half an hour here. Good time to wrap things up. Hope you guys enjoyed checking out episode 31 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Definitely enjoyed some of the things I did today. I hope you did too. And I'll catch you all next time. Take it easy.